Hi there, everyone, and welcome to A1R Psychic Radio and Moonstruck TV. This is Kate Denning from the Spiritual Realm here in Brisbane, Australia. And today I have with me Michelle Manns, and Michelle has created her own beautiful deck of oracle cards called Gold Lotus. So we'll go to Michelle in a tick and she can tell you all about herself, and she will also be doing a couple of readings for you as well too. Now, I just wanted to mention too, Dave's just talked about the telephone numbers that you can call, but if you are here in Australia, you can phone a Sydney number 0284 883147. That's 0284 883147 for our Australian listeners, okay? So get in if you want to get a reading done from Michelle with her beautiful oracle deck, Gold Lotus. And just to tell you what's coming up here, too, on the 2nd of December, we have got a psychic event at Wellington Point. Now, I will have two of my students here, Megan and Fiona, and myself. We will be doing readings for only $35 for 30 minutes. So a special Christmas event for that. And then the following day, on the 3rd of December, which is a Sunday, I will be up at Redcliffe Relaxed and Replenished. And I will be doing a tea leaf reading and crystal ball workshop there. So it's all on my Facebook page, The Spiritual Realm with Kate Denning. So if you want to go on there and have a look and just give me a tingle on 0411 254 880. Now, if you didn't get that, just go to my Facebook page, The Spiritual Realm with Kate Denning, and all the information will be there. So, on to Michelle. Hi, Michelle. How are you?
Hi, Kate. I'm really good, thank you.
It's lovely to have you. Now, Michelle, we met at the beginning of the year at an art class run by Susan. Susan, was it? Fabulous class. Yeah, absolutely fabulous. And this is psychic art, I think it was, where you put your intentions into it. And we just created the most beautiful painting. So that's when I first met Michelle. And Michelle also runs her own art classes as well as workshops with tarot and her cards. And she has just run her first exhibition up at the Butter Factory, Karoi, was it?
Yeah, that's right.
Yep, so she's just run her first art exhibition there too. And that has... They're the pictures that were on the cards, weren't they? You've done...
Yeah, they were the 47 images that make up the Gold Lotus Oracle deck, and I had all of the 47 canvases in one actual room, so it was really great to see the whole lot of them in one space. So, yeah, it was a wonderful time being able to meet all the people, too, that came to the exhibition and talk about my work and the intention behind it.
Oh, beautiful. And now you've also got your work up at Lift Gallery, which is at Mullaney. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. It's a beautiful gallery up there, and they have about 20 pieces of the work that's part of the Gold Lotus deck. So, yeah, if you're in Mullaney, you can go and swing by there and have a little look at the originals.
Oh, beautiful. Actually, I'm going to be up that way on Monday, so I might try and pop in and have a look. Okay, so tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got started.
I have always, not that I knew until later on, but I've always been spiritual right from when I was little. And I had an imaginary friend called Jenny, and I don't really quite remember a lot about Jenny, but at the time she used to get into trouble for a lot of things that were going on around me when I was about 5 or 6. As I got a bit older, though, around 20, I had an experience where you would call premonition something that was going to happen before it happened, and without going into a lot of depth with that, I had quite a lot of resistance after I had this experience. And so it took me quite a few years then to sort of unfold a little bit more and be open a little bit more to, adventuring into my spiritual side. I think around about when I was 24, my husband died, and I went through a very big growth period of time. And that led me into about when I was 27, I had a breakdown and ended up having to have counselling and work through the grief and then again starting to wonder why we're here, what's it all, and started then again into my spiritual side. I travelled off for a while and went to London, and while I was working there for a while, and while I was there I stumbled across one of the big BBC bookstores. And I thought I'd hit the jackpot because they had like 5 stories of books in this bookshop. And of course I went straight to the spiritual section and went, wow, look at all the stuff in here. There was heaps of books and cards and all sorts of things. And came across the tarot deck. And so I bought the tarot deck and started to learn on my own. Around that time too, there wasn't a real lot out there, places to learn from. So it took me a little while of stumbling again, and I came across a book that was written by Angeles Arian when I returned back to Australia. And I used that as my Bible, as you would say. It was about all about the tarot that I had bought in London. And so it went through quite a lot of Angeles Arian was a spiritual teacher in the US, and a lot of her background was in symbolism and like different cultures, older cultures, those types of things. So it was an amazing book, and so I still go to it quite a lot to refer to things that I need to look at even now. So even after all these years, I'm still learning things about the tarot. And leading into why I developed the Gold Lotus was that when I was teaching in my classes, because I teach tarot as well, a lot of the students would find sometimes it was a bit difficult because tarot is quite a big subject, as you know, Kate. And it takes months of learning the tarot because it's quite structured and can be a little bit rigid sometimes in that all of the meanings don't really change a lot. They just change a little bit with the authors and different themes of tarot. So I developed the Gold Lotus because I felt it was something that just anyone could pick up and actually get something from, rather than having to learn for a few months before they'd actually get something from it. So the Gold Lotus then became something that I wanted to do for quite some time. And over the years kept thinking about doing it. Then eventually I thought it's time to bring it out into the world. So it's a deck of 47 cards, and they reflect our subconscious. So they can be used on for different things, like you can use it just for guidance where you just take a card out. You can also use it for readings for yourself and other people. You can then go into it further, and you can use it as a journaling tool, which then leads into other areas like gratitude journaling and using it for journaling prompts, so that you look at the card, you see what you feel with the card, and then write about what those feelings are. And so that can even take you into sort of automatic writing, and there's it's quite a lot to explore there if you are willing to go down that track and you like writing. And I think the other thing that I designed it for was for healing as well. So it has these multi-layers. And I
was quite fascinated with your book, your second book that you've had published for the cards. So you've got the first book that came with the cards, but now, your second book. So we've been playing with them here with my students and just going through, and you've got yoga positions, you've got crystals that go with the card, you've got numerology that goes with the card.
That's
just amazing. Now, everyone will be giving away one of these as well too to one of the lucky people that listen in, and we'll be getting you to go onto my page, The Spiritual Realm with Kate Denning, and share the post and comment shared with your name on there as well too. And Michelle, I've got to say, the deck is absolutely beautiful. So we've been using them here with my students, and I found them to be really accurate and beautifully produced. You know, with the cards, the artistry that you've done. What have I got here? The doorway of light. You know, absolutely beautiful. And then the back of the card, just have a look at this. Isn't it stunning? So you've just done a great job, and I love the book and the extra things that you've got in there. So it is different to a lot of the cards that are out there. And I remember when I went up and I saw you at the Conscious Mind Festival not so long ago up the Sunshine Coast, and you had your stand set up, and everything was all matching, you know, your business cards, the deck, everything's got the gold lotus on there. And when I picked out a card, I actually picked out the gold lotus. So what does that mean? I just thought, oh wow, I've got the gold lotus, the main card. But it's not the first card in your book though.
No, that's the pinnacle of the deck, really. The gold lotus is all about, you know, more fortunate doors opening for you. So it's like, you know, coming into the next adventure, I suppose, or a next experience in life. But it also has a spiritual backing to it as well, where with every time we sort of move into the next area, that spiritual growth also comes with that. So you'll have it on both levels, and it's all about abundance and bringing what you want into your life. So you're drawing those things to you that you're wanting.
Oh, good, because I've just spent some money that I shouldn't. So maybe I've got more coming in, have I?
Hopefully, yeah. And I think it's also around, for you, I think it's also around connecting with like-minded people, and you are like a connector for others who are in this, you know, who are on their journey and wanting to, you know, connect up. So you have this attraction, and they'll come to you sort of like the bees to honey. So you'll have quite a few people coming in around you that are connected in that spiritual part as well. So it'd be beautiful, actually. I feel like that's a very fortunate card to get. So yeah, lovely.
Oh, good. Good, I like that. So anyone that's listening in, if you have created a beautiful deck like Michelle has, and you would like to get on air and talk about it, just give me a call. Get onto the Spiritual Realm with Kate Denning. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. We can do a Skype interview. But what we're going to do now is, Michelle, we're going to go to our first caller, and I would love it if you could do a reading with your new cards. And we have got Margarita from Atlanta, Georgia. Are you there, Margarita?
Hello. How are you doing today?
I'm very good. Sorry to keep you waiting, but
You're fine.
Have you got a question for us? So Michelle will be doing your reading today, okay, with her beautiful gold lotus cards. So do you have a particular question for Michelle?
Yes. I'm kind of having a really tough time trying to interpret messages that are being sent to me. I'm actually, I guess, sensitive is what somebody called me.
Yep, so spiritual messages from spirit?
Yes, it was right? It was a spirit. It was a lady contacted me one day, and she told me that through my pictures she saw a girl, and to look into if there were any missing females in my area. And it turned out that the poor girl is dead. She was raped and strangled, and she's been trying to tell me that I know the person who did it, and so the person that did it, I had to be around them today, and it was kind of an overwhelming experience. And I want to know how much longer I'm going to have to go through it, if that makes any sense.
So do you do this professionally?
I have, I guess, a trainer. I go to him for advice. I read up on it. I actually work with spirits and I guess deities, more so deities. And the girl, she attached herself to me, so she's been trying to contact me. And she actually went missing from my apartment, so maybe that's why she attached my old apartment. Maybe that's why she attached herself to me. Because she saw that I could help her. She asked me to do a truth spell on the guy. And, yeah. It's been really weird since I
what's your question, Margarita?
My question?
Margarita, what's your question?
Will there be justice for her?
Yes, definitely. I get the feeling that I have to say also, Margarita, that this is such a big responsibility for you to have on your shoulders. I can feel the burden just as you're speaking. The first card that I pulled out is rebirth. Rebirth is when you have been through quite a trying time, which is what you've just been explaining. And there comes a part in that, though, that you're actually playing in there. So you are a part of this, which is not really that great for you. But the feeling that I get with this is that there's going to be another period of time. I get there's like another couple of. I actually feel like early in next year, somewhere there, where there's a definite change in this. And I can see this sort of roller coaster, so you're going to be up and down a little bit for a while. I don't feel this is something that's easy to get through, and I feel like even after that you're going to need quite a lot of help, exterior help as well, to get through this. And I feel like the person you're talking about, is she going to get justice? I definitely feel that. I feel that this is all going to play out, and something happening around the mid-January, I get this feeling about there, that this whole thing will start to sort of take form, and you're going to feel a little bit of the burden just start to lift a bit. As I said, I feel that you're going to need help after this is sort of, after this starts to sort of be exposed, I suppose, because it's going to go on for a while, I feel, even after that. It's just not a pleasant situation. The other card that I pulled out is Soulmate. It's making me feel a little bit like this is a karmic thing that's been brought through from past life. And again, that you're having to play the part again in this, or a part in this. Does that make sense to you?
Yes. There is another situation with past lives, and I've been told that my soulmate, who my soulmate from past lives are, and it's been going on for a long time, and it even gets even more messy. And that's it just gets crazy. So I've just been dealing with a lot since I've opened up.
Yes. And I think that, especially was it there a mentor that you were just speaking about a minute ago, that you've got a mentor around you?
Mhm.
I feel that you are going to need to continue to be guided by that mentor through this, because this is quite, like I said, quite a huge responsibility to take on in this lifetime. And you're not that old. How old are you?
I am 23.
Oh, incredibly young.
You're a baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, I remember I was probably a bit younger than that when I had a experience like that down at Cronulla. And, yeah, it's really quite scary because you don't know what to do about it. And my spiritual journey hadn't even really started at that stage. And, yeah, it was really quite scary.
Mm. Yeah, that's quite frightening, really. And it to be your flatmate and probably friend. Was she a friend as well?
Who? The girl was my friend?
Was she your friend?
No, I didn't know her.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know her. She's way younger than me. She was about 15.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, I hope that helps you, Margarita. Did you have any more questions?
Oh, no. You've answered enough. I just really thought I was going crazy. So
Well, you keep going and seeing your mentor then, and that was wonderful, Michelle. Thank you. So,
all right, have a good
Margarita,
one.
have a wonderful weekend, and Michelle is going to put the photos of the cards up on my Facebook page, The Spiritual Realm with Kate Denning, and put the meanings up there for you. Okay, so you can go and have a look at that after. Give us a few hours, though. Okay?
All right. All right, thank you.
All right. Have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Now, do we have another reader coming in? Okay. So, no, we've just run out of time, so we don't have anyone. We won't have another reader now. But, Michelle, where are you up to with this? Did you say you were looking at creating another deck as well, too?
Yeah. I tell you, it's already coming in, the information that I'm getting for the next deck, and I feel that there's going to also be another book as well. And it's funny that you say that, because just this morning I was thinking about the energy that's going into this other deck, and it's very, very different from the Gold Lotus feel. So it's very, it's again very feminine, but it's got quite a strength behind it. So I can feel the energy is going to be a little bit different in this next deck. But yeah, I've got some classes coming out soon too, which will be quite good online classes. So they'll be e-courses, and so my friends that are, living away from me who are wanting to come in and do those courses will be able to do them online at some stage. So hopefully in the next few weeks I'll start to get those up online.
Oh, wonderful. So on my page, there'll be a link to actually go on to Michelle's page, so you can look at those dates. So with e-courses, anyone around the world can do these classes.
That's right. Yeah,
so,
that's right.
Yeah, that's wonderful. So go and check out the page and have a look at what else Michelle does. Now, Michelle, you can also order your cards from Michelle too. So how much are your cards, Michelle?
The deck of cards are $39.95, Kate, Australian dollars. And at different times I have specials on them. The book also is available on Amazon, also Barnes & Noble, and I think, especially if you're in the US, I think that's a little bit cheaper for you to buy the book through Amazon, so that's online. And you can also go to my website.
And how much is the book for us in Australia?
For us in Australia, it's $22.95, and it also comes in an ebook as well. So yeah, I think $7.99 in the ebook. So and have you actually got a face-to-face class coming up? I have. I've got an in-person class coming up in the beginning of next year, and that will be in my local area. So I have got quite a few people already booked in and ready to go for that one. So yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be an intensive day on tarot, and then I'll also have another class, live class on Gold Lotus as well.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. So Michelle is up at the Sunshine Coast, so you can go and check her out and order her cards through her Facebook page and her website, yes?
Yes, that's right, yep. MichelleMannArt.com.
Okay, so thank you very much for being on the show. I've really enjoyed our chat, and I'm sure Margarita enjoyed her reading as well too. So I'd like to wish you all the best with your deck, and thank you again. So everyone, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. We will chat again this time next week. So keep safe and magical blessings to you all from Kate from the Spiritual Realm and Michelle Mann with Gold Lotus. Okay, bye everyone.
Bye.